disgusting most days I ever have seen from people here in New York. So I have a fever of 101.5, and I'm still running, trying to run around the city with a fractured leg and trying to find food. Right? I'm a partial pescatarian and a vegan. If you guys don't understand what a pescatarian is, a partial pescatarian, I don't eat fish, but I would eat squid. I would eat octopus. No, I won't eat uni. I won't eat anything that's fish related. But I will eat shrimp sometimes. Lobsters, I don't know. I haven't had a lobster, so it's been a minute. So, and I don't eat much, but I love vegan food because it helps my body achieve its goals, but it also gives me the boost that I need. And I notice that I have an allergy towards certain foods, and I noticed this when I was a kid. So, but I tried to listen to you guys a couple of weeks ago. One of you guys suggested maybe I should just try to eat anything I possibly could get my hands on. And this is why I was sick a month ago, because I listened to your suggestions. I figured it shouldn't kill me, right? Well, it gave me a bad stomach ache, made me throw up. It gave me. This is the reason why I had bad stomach problems for the last couple of weeks. And if you didn't know about this, you could go way back in September when I talked about why is my stomach hurting. But today, I went to Starbucks, right? And I wanted to explain to Starbucks what happened here at the Starbucks last night. And it turns out, like, literally, just unacceptable. They threw away all that food. And there was a vegan sandwich that I wanted, and I asked for it, and I was told immediately no. I thought that was very, very cruel to say to someone, right? By the way, guys, just FYI, I'm keeping the eye on this guy here, and I'm keeping an eye on another guy here. They just keep walking around me and seeing all this. My camera gear. So, yeah, suspicious behavior going on in this place. So, and I warned the Amtrak police. Like, there's a guy circling around me constantly all day not all day today, but since I've been here, he's been circling around me. He's upstairs right now, and now you have this guy circling around. I'm not sure if he's because people here in New York City are very unpredictable. Very unpredictable. So you got to have your guard up. But today I was disrespected not only at a Starbucks, but at a market called Fairway, because they were throwing away fruits and vegetables. I go to them and say, "Can I get the bag of fruit?" They're like, "No, go away, you fucking junkie." They call me a junkie. I don't even do drugs. Why are you calling me a junkie? So unsatisfying to hear people say the wrong things to the wrong people. And I'm the wrong person to say that to. Anyways, I go to a place called Stalastinos. It's like a high-end market on Broadway. They were like, "No, we don't have anything for you guys. Go fucking..." You know what the guy told me? He said, "Go to the fucking shelter and go eat that crap." I was like, wow, that's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking you for food. You tell me to go eat that crap, but now that's why I'm asking you for food. Because it is crap. They serve slop. I'm sorry, but they serve slop. And I can't eat that is because, no disrespect to the organizations out here that are trying to feed the homeless out here, but there's a place he told me to go to. So I went to this place on the east side, on Lexington. So they do have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I forgot the place is called. It's a center. And the woman said, "We don't have anything proprietary, blah, 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 blah. I can't say that word right. Proprietary for you vegans. We don't cook food like that here. We get what we can, and we just pretty much make what we could." This is what I was trying to inform you guys, that a lot of these 501c3 organizations do not cater to our dietitian or dietary diet. They are not focused on that because that's not the main priority. The main priority is trying to fix homelessness, which you can never fix homelessness, because homelessness is going to be around until civilization ends. Because the problem with that is everybody wants to be in control. Everybody wants to put someone in a category. But I went out there to look for food today, and I'm starving right now. I literally am starving. Like, literally went to the hospital for my fever for like an hour, and they told me that it is possible that I caught it here at Penn Station upstairs, because there's a lot of homeless people that use the counters where the laptops are. Like, you can see these counters, well, you see them upstairs too, right? And the thing is that I may have caught it yesterday when I was eating those chips, my snap chips, and I touched the counter while. Come on, think about it, guys. These guys don't wash their hands. They don't sanitize their hands. I haven't seen one of these guys sanitize their hands. I have sanitizer all over my belongings. I should have sanitized my hand. And the doctor said, you have to be careful with these shelters, because this is why a lot of people don't stay in shelters, because there's a lot of unsanitary hygiene going on there, and you can catch bed bugs, lice. You can catch even the minor cold that could severely have a temperature of 101.5. That's my temperature right now. I've been drinking a lot of water, as you can see. Drinking lots of water. And the doctor told me to be careful when you go to the shelter. I said, dude, I never stayed at a shelter. He goes, then how did you catch it? I said, it had to be Penn Station. There's no other place I can say I've been hanging around on much. What I'm trying to say is, I'm sorry guys, I'm so hungry. My train of thought is, and I got a migraine headache. So the doctor was just like, you have to be careful, or you don't want to end up in a hospital bed. You have asthma. That's one thing that you have to take care of. This is why we don't stay in shelters. No asthmatic should stay in a fucking shelter. I don't understand why New York City doesn't take the asthmatics and separate them from people that are smoking. Guys, secondhand smoking is another leading cause of deaths in this nation. People secondhand smoke all the time here. I noticed in New York City. Worse than San Francisco. At least in San Francisco, people actually, when they smoke, they walk away from someone. They literally walk away from someone to get privacy. But here, they don't care. They smoked in this building, in this hallway. As of today, I saw 3 people smoke cigarettes in this hallway. So, goes to actually the question. Why are New Yorkers being so rude to me when I came here in solidarity to show respect? Now I have to cover a story to show you how disrespectful some of you New Yorkers are, if you are a real New Yorker, if you were even born here. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, that native New Yorkers sometimes have a grouch against outsiders because they come here, they think they own shit, and they think they run it now because they've been living here a couple of years and they think they're the man. This is why there's always conflict, and it shouldn't be conflict. Listen, if someone feels great about being in your city, you should be proud of that. But when people start treating other people and mistreating people, and ask for one simple thing, can I get that food you about to throw in the bag? No. Go to the shelter, eat that shit. Go eat that slop. I'm like, wow. And calling me a junkie is another thing that is beyond my expectations. Didn't see that coming. I did not. The guy literally called me a junkie, and I was like, I don't even do drugs, man. Oh my panda. So anyway, guys, so I went to explore around Manhattan and also take care of me, because my friend Allah was like, yo, dude, you gotta go take care of yourself, man. You gotta go to the hospital, man. You got a 101.5 fever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm walking around here with a fever. This is why I'm keeping my distance from people. I don't want to get other people sick because someone else got me sick because they didn't wash their hands, they didn't clean their hands, they didn't sanitize their hands, probably don't have clean hygiene. And I got sick for touching the wrong areas upstairs. And this is why I want to talk to the Mohan train hall station here at Penn Station. Today, I even saw your cleaning staff refuse to clean the counters. People left junk and bottles, and you guys refused to clean it for, 3 hours? Oh, my panda. What's up, David? Yeah, David, I was insulted again by store owners when I asked for food, and they told me to go the fucking way, you fucking junkie. So, David, if you just tuned in, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed how New Yorkers are treating other people, and I came here in solidarity. Yeah, they were throwing, guys, Garden of Eden. I went there, and I told the guy like, hey man, you guys throw away a lot of food I've been seeing. Can I get those vegetables? I was told no. I went to Ostachio, whatever it's called, a high-end market for rich people. Oh, you thought Whole Foods was for rich people? No, 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 no. These local markets like Fairway. I used to shop at on Broadway in 74th, but I went to the Fairway that was on 25th and 6th Avenue, and they told me to go away, you junkie. Like, I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. Why are you calling me a junkie? Why are you even calling me a name? I didn't disrespect you. I asked you nicely, like, excuse me. Hey, I'm houseless right now. I'm kind of broke. I was robbed a couple of days ago, and I don't have much. But can I ask you guys for a favor? They was like, yeah. What do you need? With the attitude, what do you need? I said, well, I see you guys are throwing away a bunch of vegetables and fruit, and I want to know, can I grab one of those bags for myself because I'm a vegan? He goes, no. Meaning just yelled at me, no. Like, wow. Like, that's how you're going to do it. This is why I think New York State should change their laws about food substance, food subsidence. Just like Oregon State, they should not allow to throw away food in the dumpsters. That would save New York City so much trash. Yes, half of the trash population in the city is food consumption. And people don't realize you guys are causing the city to be dirty, smelly, and you're throwing away good, healthy food that you can give to someone that can eat it. I know, I understand. You civilians are scared of homeless people. Yes, homeless people are not the scariest people. You know what's scary? You are. Because you got the right set of mind. You competent. You know what you're doing. Some homeless people have mental health issues. They can't control their abilities to outlash or talk to themselves or do something ransom that scares people. That's not their fault. Whose fault is that? That's our fault for not helping the person and treating the person like it's supposed to at a younger age. When they get adults, you got to understand the psychological impact on an individual as they grow older. When they grow older, they have no control, they have no medicine, they have no one to talk to, no guidance counselor, no therapy. They go into this range where everything is everything outside them, everything outside here is a total blank. They don't pay attention. All they is talking to themselves. And they're trying to keep to themselves sometimes too. So when people say homeless people are dangerous, no, you are as well. You are equal to me. You're equal to everyone. No one's no better than no one. And no one's dangerous. You get what I'm saying. No one is actually a danger other than the person that is competent. Because the person that's competent can literally beat someone, just like what's that case that happened in was it North Carolina, where a mentally this 16-year-old boy was arrested for bringing a knife or showing a knife in school. He was arrested. His mother asked the police, but he's basically a disabled retard. Sorry to use that word. Uh, Client or special needs client. Let's use special needs. Sorry, I shouldn't use retard. Special needs. I'm sorry, I'm not thinking right because I'm hungry and I've got a migraine headache and I have a fever. So please excuse for my words. Special needs. And guess what happened? He died in a cell at a police station by another assailant that is competent. And he purposely killed the boy. So think about what I just said about you're the one that's competent. You're the one that is actually the dangerous person out of everyone here. The competent ones, not the ones that are mentally healthily unstable. Yes, sometimes the unstable are the ones that out of control, but those are the ones that stay away from people that do the dumb shit. It's so stupid. David just said it's so stupid they throw away food. They throw out food the homeless would not purchase anyway. Yeah, it's disgusting. Or they throw away food like it's okay. This is why New York State, they should not throw away food. This is why Japan is clean. This is why I'm starting to realize why I should go back to Japan. Because Japan is so clean that they don't waste food. They trash is simply trash. And they trash is organized. You take a piece of cardboard, you break it down, you wrap it up. You take bottles, you take the seals off the bottles, you put the bottles in the bags or in the tubs. That's what you're supposed to do. Here, people don't recycle. People do not recycle in New York City. Mind you, this city burns up so much electricity, wastes so much money on sanitation. When they can save money on sanitation by not giving the citizens the right to throw away food, because food consumption, first of all, you're disrespecting the agriculture of growing these foods when people work their ass off to grow those vegetables and those fruits. And you got the nerve to just eat a bit and just throw it away? Yes, it's your money, but think about the hard work someone grew some rice. Think about it. It's not the same thing as rice. You got to eat all that rice. Every grain counts because every grain is a cent. It's important that you eat all your rice, especially in Japanese and Asian culture, that rice is like sacred. It's the number one substance food that people eat constantly every single day. And I haven't been eating white rice in a while because we've been in this situation. But, today being disrespected by these markets when I'm just being nice and solidarity and just explaining my story. Like, listen, I don't have money. I really like to eat and I really would like to maybe do something for it. Like, can I volunteer in the market? Can I clean up or something for it? But no, I didn't get that option. I'm willing to work for it for 15 minutes or 20 a half hour just for a bag of food. Yes, I'm willing to do it, but you don't have to disrespect me, call me a junkie, call me crack. And that's the thing. Not all black people are junkies. Not all black people are the dangerous type. And this is the stereotype about African Americans and blacks in general. It's that we the scariest people on the earth. My Korean friends used to say that to me when I was a kid, when I was in Japan, growing up. And even at University at UW, like, is it true that blacks are like, because America portrays the it's not just blacks, but it's also whites. Like, let me just make a point. The point is, I literally saw a homeless white guy walk up to a Korean girl. The Korean girl started talking to her, right? But if a black guy was to walk up to that Korean girl, she'd start walking away. She'll walk away. Like, no, I don't have it. But you're not asking her for anything. You're about to, ask her questions about how can I learn Korean? How can I learn to be fluent in Korean, or just want to start a conversation because maybe she had something that you liked and you thought it looked great and it gave you some inspiration. Maybe I should do something to get that because that looks cool or something. But no, they don't give you a chance. And it's not her fault that she ran away like that. It's the obligation that how America portrays blacks and African Americans in this country. I hope you do feel me because I can't stand it. I'm being disrespected, called a junkie because of my skin color. Like, really? Oh, not just because of my skin color, because of my dentures. Guys, I lost the dentures in that bag. I normally don't wear them anyway. But when I do, I use it when I sometimes eat harder foods, But take everything what I say with a grain of salt. Today was the most disrespectful day by New Yorkers. Yes, I got robbed 5 days ago on the 31st at 12:33 a.m. But, and then you got this other homeless woman upstairs telling me, walk up to me when I'm on the computer talking to my friend Allah about coming to Saudi, Because he's like, yeah, listen, you can stay at my place until you find a job, and like, because I did it for him when he came. Originally, Allah was supposed to be me and Chie's roommate, right? I told you these guys the story, but we end up getting this American douchebag that ends up not paying his rent. The reason why I called him a douchebag because I told the landlord like I don't want him here. Something about him is giving me the bad vibe. And Chie and I told our landlord in 2010 about this dude, Christopher. His name is Christopher Kramer, by the way. Doing tech repairs from our apartment. That's a no. And you're not paying your rent? And then you want free Wi-Fi. Oh, wow. Okay. And, you know, I just don't understand. Why am I the enemy when I'm not the enemy. I am not your enemy, New York City. I'm a neutral, solidary photographer, documentarian, and a travel consultant. All I want to do is bring justice for everyone's sake. And everyone has that option. Everyone deserves to be protected, defended, and served. I don't need to be served in a disrespectful way because you think I'm a junkie, because I'm homeless. That's not cool. Because my IQ is 211, by the way, or somewhere around there. And I'm intelligent, and that's the one thing you have to understand. I'm willing. Think about this, guys. For the last, since the pandemic started, I've been basically doing this myself and traveling. How many people do you can say right now, that is doing what I'm doing right now? Zero, right? Maybe very few that you may not even know anyone. But there's someone out there doing the exact same thing. But our jobs as photographers and documentarians and videographers and reporters and journalists are the most dangerous jobs because we are targets of theft. In New York City, obviously, you just witnessed. Thank you, David, for sending me some Australian. By the way, guys, David's from Australia, so please show your respect to all of us. So let's show some respect to everyone that's in this live stream that is chatting, because these are the people that saw and witnessed firsthand the struggles I go through. I'm not perfect. I fuck up sometimes, and yeah, I don't like to sit still for long periods of time in one city. I like to move around, and that's because of my mental health. Because I lost not just my first wife, Arca, but my daughter in a car accident in 2014. I went through some changes, and then I just lost Lee. And this is why I posted on Instagram today. Like, Lee was the better, never did alcohol, always cooked for me and Chie. Always cooked for me and Chie. And we told her not to cook for us all the time because we felt bad. We felt bad that she was cooking and she was living. And she said, well, you let me stay at your place for free. And I was like, you're my pride and joy. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me since Nami. So just take it with a grain of salt, okay? And even Nami met E in 2011, 2010, 2011, and 2012. And she says, oh, I get to meet your daughter. And this is when her sister didn't like the fact that, I wanted to marry E. And this is why I also get stereotyped by African Americans. Look what happened when I went back to Milwaukee. Look what happened when I tried to stand up for E. Lee's rights and her family's rights. Oh, you're a sellout. You don't stick to your kind. You wanna protect some Asian people. I want to protect the world, not just Asian people. I want to protect the world. If I had the power, oh, my panda, you do not want to mess with it. I would spank you, this is the thing. I would spank you so you'll learn a lesson. And then when you learn the lesson, I'm like, I'm here for you. I'm not here for just one person. I'm here for everyone's sake. That's why we go to school. That's why we get education. That's why we get jobs. This is why we get certain jobs to help people. This is why I don't understand New York City's Apartment of Homeless Crisis Center and the Apartment of New York City's Homeless, whatever it's called, NYC DHS. I don't understand why they hire delinquents, and I just found out today who they really are. Guys, the guys in the orange jackets are also homeless, or was homeless. They are in programs. So the city is so cheap to pay someone like me to do the outreach. Instead, they go out and give individuals a chance to build up some skill sets, which is not a bad thing at all. That actually is a good thing. But are they really learning any skill sets when they sit upstairs using the Wi-Fi all the time and not doing anything and not outreaching? The only outreach I saw was on Instagram. If you watch my Instagram the other night, I was down there, over there. The two guys was like, hey man, I see you quite a bit. I see you filming. You're making a documentary, right? I'm like, yeah, I am. He goes, someone needs to, because this shit is crazy. And they was like, yeah, listen, man, we got services. You might not need it. I said, listen, I get what you're trying to provide me, but I don't want to stay in no shelter with all of this. He goes, oh, hell no. They even said hell no. They said, hell no, you do not want to stay in a shelter with all of that. So with that said, everyone, I'm going to wait until the GoFundMe builds up, buy my shoes. Guys, my sandals are about to break. I'm going to need boots. So I asked you guys, if you guys can, if you haven't seen my previous video about my Amazon gift card option. Oh, these guys are drunk as fuck right now. These guys are drunk. They don't, yeah, I've been seeing these guys every day. They just drink. That's not me. This is me right now on the gimbal, on the phone, using Wi-Fi to make a live stream. And they arguing. See, when they drink, they argue. This is why you don't drink, guys. You drink and you drink casually. You drink to have fun with your friends. You drink to have a social conversation maybe on YouTube like David does sometimes. In his live streams. This is why I don't understand why I don't get your live stream notifications. Because it's so entertaining to hear your voice and hear everyone and see everyone talk and the live chat. Because that's all I have is that family. And I wish New Yorkers will understand that I have a family outside my own, and even my family that raised me, that is not my own, they disown me because I wanted to do other things productive my way. I want to show people that not all black people are such bad people, and that's what pissed me off in Wisconsin. Back in 2010, people were pissing me off and like, saying really dumb stuff, And then I watch content from Portland. This is when we first went to Portland. I met a lawyer that was homeless. Yeah, a lawyer that was homeless. Literally still had his job. He's a public defender, but he was living outside. Do you remember that, guys, from Right 232 back in 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, and 2017? We kept going back to Portland to support that group and that organization. We even brought them water. I even brought them a water heater, refrigerator, brought them $3,000 worth of sleeping bags, $2,000 worth of sneakers, and look where I am. Look where I am. And Right to Dream and Right to Survive can vouch for that, even though they stole from me. That organization stole from me, and I still talk about them in a good way, because we're supposed to be in solidarity, but we are not. Everyone's against each other. This is why I allow people to use, guys, ow, shit, I forgot about my leg. You see this, guys? This is a hub. This is a 60-watt power hub. When I'm upstairs, I let anyone use it. Why? Because all the people that are not traveling, that are homeless, use the power outlets upstairs. And with travelers like her, need to use it, I say, hey, I have a power cord. You want to plug it in here? You can plug it in here. And people are like, oh, wow, that's cool, man. Thanks. That's called a solidarity. I'm not selfish in using my stuff, but I also have to be cautious who I let use my stuff. This is why I was talking about that guy upstairs watching me and walking around me for half this evening. And not only that, I passed out here. Guys, I haven't slept in 4 days. Since, actually technically almost 5, since I've been robbed, I haven't been sleeping since then. I've been nervous. I've been on edge. I've been literally scared out my ass about what's going to happen next, because the police ain't doing shit right now. They didn't even call me today. Today is Thursday. Mind you guys, they're supposed to call me. And they didn't even make the call. I'm not even going to call them. I'm just going to make videos. NYPD, do better. I was robbed, and you guys know this. You got your statements, and you guys are just taking your sweet time. You call that justice? I call that just unreliable services. You, first and foremost, you swear under oath to protect the citizens. You swear to uphold the Constitution. You swear to respect the human and the civil rights of each and every citizen in your city. Some of you do, and some of you just don't care because you think, like that officer, thought I was lying. When people are like, what? He thought I was lying. I'm like, really? You got statements, man. This video. You see these guys beating me up. And left me there while it was raining. Wow. Thank you. I appreciate that, NYPD. And you guys took your time. You took 11 minutes and 38 seconds to get to the location when you motherfuckers are down the street. Oh, my panda. This is why, guys, I have my gripe with US. As a dual citizen, this is why I literally have my problems with this nation. There are better cities than New York City. New York City is not the only city that you can prosper from. Go to Texas. That's what I'm about to do. I'm going to try Texas for the very first time in my entire life. Yes, I've never been to Texas. Well, technically I have. Dude, the Greyhound. Do you guys remember that Sprint project I did for Sprint when I came down from Portland back in 2016? And I met my friend Jessica from Brazil. Yeah. And we met the African guy, got stuck in Arizona. So I paid for his bus ticket because Greyhound wanted to charge him because they made him miss his bus because his bus was late. Yeah, that was really rude, Greyhound. This is why we don't take Greyhound. We take Amtrak. This is why I recommend to every traveler internationally from the UK, if you're coming to the States, take Amtrak. Don't take a bus. You take a bus if you get stuck or you miss your train. That's your only option. But then again, there's always another train after another train. Do not ever take the Greyhound bus system. We got stuck. The bus shut down. We went through Texas. We stopped in Texas. It's on my Facebook, by the way. That's why I was looking at my images. I'm like, should I show these in my live stream today? Because I want to really talk about what's been going on. Oh, wow, I felt that. That was lightheaded. But anyway, the point of what I'm trying to make here is like, I shouldn't be disrespected for asking for food that you are going to throw away. Because guess what? I am your trash. I am your recycle. Why don't you just give me the food and I'll recycle it for you? That's what humans are supposed to do. Recycle the nutrients that we're supposed to sustainably have in our body. You should not neglect someone the nutrients, even though you know the food is not that. Listen, that's why I said what I said last night about expiry dates. Okay? Don't always listen to it for 2 years. It's supposed to expire the year before that. I opened that peanut butter without even looking at the date. I ate it, and I didn't realize after I was halfway done with the peanut butter, I was like, holy crap, this peanut butter was expired a year ago. Oops. And no one got sick. No one got sick. Because you guys know me. You know how I love my peanut butter and jam with bananas, raspberries, and strawberries in a sandwich. Guys have to try it. And don't use jelly. You have to use real jam. Real jam and real peanut butter. Okay? Don't use jelly. That's high corp syrup. That's not good for you. That's just coloring, chemicals, and all that other crap. But when I try to eat that stuff, my stomach doesn't like it. It turns. So this is why I say take everything what I say with a grain of salt, everybody. Thank you, Dave, for the donation. But I really wanted to talk about how disrespectful the New Yorkers have become. I walk down the street, literally, guys. I literally be walking straight path with the wagon, right? This person is walking over there. This person would literally deviate from their course to come towards me to literally block me out the way. That happens a lot in New York City. They see you with the wagon and they just refuse to move. Like, are you using the banquet to enter the sidewalk? Because that's for handicap accessibility people. That's not you to stand in the middle of it on purpose and have me wait. Or, mind you, that has happened too many times in New York City. They literally stand in the walkway of the banquet of the sidewalk. That's rude. That's the entitlement shit. Listen, you're not entitled to anything. We are all taxpayers. We pay for that. We all have our fair shares of using the same space. This is what you have to understand. Yes, I pay taxes. Actually, us photographers, we pay double taxes, actually, because we self-employ. We got to pay more taxes than we pay more taxes than a judge. 35 to 41% more taxes. Ask any photographer how much taxes they filed, and they say, yeah, man, I gotta listen. I wish I could get most of that shit back, but you can't. You get only half or partial of it back. But with that said, everyone, I just want to make a live stream to talk about how disrespectful these supermarkets are at the city, man. Listen, I'm a good guy. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it does look weird that I walk with sand. I'm walking with sandals and no shoes. First and foremost, it's cold outside, right? And I'm wearing sandals. No, we didn't get our boots yet because we don't have enough for it. This is why I was telling you guys earlier about the Amazon in my other videos. Buy me an Amazon gift card using that email that I sent to you guys so I can buy my boots off of Amazon. Therefore, I can be very, very transparent where your donations is going. I did it the other day on Livestream, showing you guys where the donations is going. I did it on Instagram, showing everybody I went to Target. This is where your donations is going. I think everyone should do that if someone is donating, because honestly, some of these YouTubers, when you donate, I feel like, and this is just my opinion, I feel like they don't do enough to give back. And why are they not doing something like what Mr. Beast is doing? Growing some trees and planting some trees and giving back to the community. Actually buying people cars and buying people houses and buying people food or whatever they need. Why can't you be like a Mr. Beast? I'm sorry, Mr. Beast, for putting you in my video or mentioning you in my video. I'm not trying to get any viral video going on here, but you do such an exceptional and much amazing job that when I saw you started doing that years ago, that's what motivated me. Like, okay, if he can do it, I can do it. If I can help people in my way, I can. He has the influence. In my situation, I want to help homeless people, but I end up being homeless in the process, helping other homeless people. But you know what? It's worth the sacrifice. Because you know why? Because it shows you that I'm the better person. It shows you that my mind and my heart is in the right place. What about you? Is your heart and your mind in the right place? Think about that for a second. With that said, everyone, it's 40 minutes into this video. Please do subscribe, like, and share. You guys want to support the channel? There's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and a Gazelle. If you have my email, or no, if you have my phone number through my website, you know how to do it. And it's not the 949 so number. But with that said, everyone, I've been in New York City since August, and we've been back and forth from Boston to New York. And I have to say, Boston was pretty damn awesome than New York. Everyone in Boston was so kind, respectful. Waku Waku, which is the ramen shop there. Oh my panda, the food was amazing. And the owner was so nice. And the owner is still talking to me now. And he's opened up a new location. And I said to him, hey, can I come to get a job and eat at the same time? He starts laughing and says, sure, why not? So I might go up there and apply for a job working at the ramen shop. So, yeah, guys, this is my connection to the world. I'm good at something that I do. Yes, I'm good at making Japanese food. Well, I'm not the expert, and I'm not an expert, but it's been listen, I haven't had my own kitchen since Milwaukee, since April of this year. We had to move out of Milwaukee because we had a bad roommate. He was not very kind. His girlfriend was very rude, eating up my food, stole a lot of stuff. So, guys, why do you think I'm here? I came back to New York City to see if I could get this another try, but I realized I can't. You guys don't want me here. You don't want anyone here. But half of you guys are not even from New York. And let me bombshell you right now. I was born here by default. So that technically makes me a New Yorker. But I never claimed it. Why? Because I don't need to. This is why I'm white, black, and Asian. Everybody loves me. I'm from everywhere. My blood is basically water. Where does water come from? Everywhere. Everywhere. So think about that once. So with that said, everyone, I want the Amtrak police to see me logging. So they say, oh, that's that guy again. He's logging. Yeah, let's go watch him. Like the other guy, he's watching my video the other day. He's like, yo, man, you got some real talking. You got a real voice there. But I feel what you're saying, man, because he even said it today. His homeboy thought I was kind of skeptical and shady at first. I was like, why? He goes, you're too quiet. I was like, too quiet? But that's me keeping my peace. I don't understand that. Because they say he thought something strange about you. Yeah, I am strange. I'm Panda. But the guy watched my video. He's like, he watched my other video. Like I said to the other day, he watched the Central Park video. He said it made him cry. Like the music and the shots, the scenes, the B-rolls, the composition. He said, yo, dude, it was emotional. It made me feel emotional. He said, it's like, yeah, man. And then he said the short version of that one, the low light one, he was like, that one was a little bit dope. It was like fast paced but quick. You know, showing you what's around that neighborhood really fast, and boom, I get what you're trying to do. And then he realized that I had a documentary online somewhere. This is why I told people to Google me. You can find that. But I guess no one ever wants to follow that documentary. It was a good one because I got nominated at a Japanese film festival for it. It's on my website. There's pictures of me at the festival with other Japanese and Chinese filmmakers. So, and my relationship with the Asian community is stronger than the black community, and that's sad to say. But my relationship with black African Americans in Japan is much stronger than it is here in the States. This is why I say to every African American or black American, listen, you want a way out? This is your option. Maybe go to Japan, go to South Korea, but they probably won't accept us. They will. They see the motivation, they see the determination in you, they see the love that you have for their culture. Oh yeah, they will respect you, they will stand up for you. That's all you have to do, is respect them for who they are. Take everything what they do with a grain of salt. Add it in your personal life goals, and trust me, you'll be a better person at the end. What's up, CJ? So you made that video of that guy saying the N word. Get a life channel dead. What? CJ, get a life channel dead. What's that? That doesn't make sense. What is? Oh, so CJ says, what is this? Oh, so you made the video of the guy saying the N word. Well, I was actually shopping that day inside Safeway in San Francisco when I heard a commotion in the back. So I went into the back and you hear these guys arguing. Like, you kicked my dog. Hello, unless they are a service animal. That's why some of the comments are not, the people that made comments weren't thinking. Safeway has a policy. No, there was no dog. He just made it up. He just wanted to. Guys, you know how that started? You know how that fight started? The guy was overreaching for some meat. From what the police were saying, or the security guy was saying, what the guy was saying, the black guys were saying, like, over some fucking meat, man? I reached over you for some meat and you started calling me names? So, yes, it started over meat. Reaching over another customer, reaching for some meat. Yeah, in that area, in that same area. So, no, he did not kick, no one kicked any dog. There was no dog there. Because if you watch the video carefully, you would have seen the dog. There was no dog present. But with that said, everyone, CJ, do you think white should say that? Listen, I don't care for that word. That word does not offend me. You know why? Because I don't care. Why should you? Yes, it's kind of hard to hear someone else in another culture to say it in the term that he used it. It's the way how he used it. He used it deliberately to attack someone's mental state. That's deliberate. It's different if some white kid, an Asian kid says like, yo, what's up, my nigga? That's cool. But when someone uses it to hurt your mental state, yeah, that is deliberately, and that is totally not acceptable. With that said, everyone, I'm just giving you guys what you need to hear. And yes, there's not a lot of listen, I can't cover every single thing that happens in San Francisco and New York City. But what I can do is make another documentary to show you the inside things that you don't see. The structure. This is why I got kicked out the library. Yeah, I got kicked out of the library for filming. And yes, you cannot film in a library. You know why you cannot film in a library? Do I need to explain the law does not apply? Well, some libraries will let you do that. But in reality, most libraries have a policy, a law policy, to not record other people while other people have. Yes, it's a public space, but library also has their policies to keep people safe. You only allowed to record if an incident happens inside the facility. This recently happened to another YouTuber that was doing research on a documentary, and he was got kicked out. First of all, he was getting kicked out. He was being detained. Then the officers said, if this was 5 years ago, I would have shot you dead. He pretty much said that while his body cam was on. They forgot to turn off the body cam. Guys, this is my job, to do the research, to tell you these stories, these incidents that happen across the world. But the United States is, right now, everyone's talking about it, from London, from India, from Japan. Like, why is the U.S. still so violent? This pandemic is over, kind of. And people are still acting like foolish children. Could you tell that what? Could you tell what? You could tell they wanted this camera down, his camera down so badly. Oh yeah. You seen that video? You seen the video? Oh, do you know what I'm talking about? The police officer. Guess what? You know what they got? They got suspension and they got retrained. They should have been fired. Or no passionate consent to help civilians. They just want to shoot, bang, bang, ask questions later. That's not policing. That's a murderer with a gun. This is why in Japan, the, the Japanese police officers don't use their guns they don't use their guns quite often. They beat the crap out of you with the baton, and those things hurt. So is in South Korea. They do the exact same thing. They don't want to shoot you unless you are armed, but you're not armed. They baton you, they tase you, they put you in timeout for 6 hours, and then they'll release you from the jail, but you pay a fine, and you go home. But here, they lock you up for a couple of days, then they put you back on the streets, they make you lose your job. Some people think the guy was just causing trouble in the video. He was causing trouble in the video. The guy would say the N-word. He was. Because he didn't need to call anyone the N-word. Just because someone reached over you to grab some meat, you do not call someone the N-word. But then again, I believe that also those African-American guys said something smart out their mouth too that caused it. Because it always takes two to tango. Think about that. It always takes two to tango. But no one listens, no one sees that it's both parties at fault. He started it, you continued, then you continued to call him names, he called you the N-word, then you called him whites. Yeah, you guys should just get a hotel and just make out. And this is another thing about me respecting the LGBTQ community. I get remarks sometimes on Instagram and YouTube that I have to remove. Why you support agencies or groups like that? Because they're people. They're just like you and I. They're no different. Like my friend Samuel. Yeah, he's gay. Yeah, he tried to kiss me a couple of times. You know what? I was like, yeah, he has a passion. He likes me. I haven't seen him in years though. But like when we were hanging out at Plan B in Madison, Wisconsin, oh wow. He was like, "Hey Panda, come to the club, shake that booty, man." Because I was a good dancer. Oh yeah, I shake that ass. I will shake that ass. I'm not kidding. My ass is shakeable. Jennifer Lopez, watch out now. I'm telling you, Panda has the real J-Lo butt. No, I'm kidding. But you know, why can't people be happy for who people are? Accept. But no. We can't accept. We can't. We have to torment. We have to cause agony for someone. I don't think that's fair. No, I'm not. I've been married twice. I was going to get married the third time to E, but that didn't work out. No, I just respect my friends. I respect communities. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but obviously there's something wrong with me dating an Asian woman because I'm a black male. First and foremost, I'm Muslim, I'm black, I'm African. So, and French. Like, come on. Like, and they got a little bit of Asian. So, because, think about it. Muslim is as a Muslim descendant, I am Asian. And that's what you guys have to understand. Yeah. Anyone from Iran, India, they're Asian. Yeah, they consider, even Saudis are considered as Asians because Middle East, they live in that area and they live in that region. Oh, get my train of thought correctly. Panda, come on, you can do this. You get what I'm saying, right? It's education that you need to learn. But I digress. I was disrespected because I was asking for food in a nice way. I was like, you know what, this has got to stop. So I will post those clips on Instagram because I know YouTube is not going to allow me to post that video. They're going to demonetize it and they're probably going to give me the copyright strike. So, yeah, one of those videos kind of, you hear the guy like swear at me, so me like, get the fuck out of here, you junkie, you piece of shit, you black piece. Yeah, he was saying all types of disrespectful things because I asked for food. But with that said, everyone, anyway, guys, I just want to make the content. Just want to make sure that you guys understand what's taking place. You know, and hold on, let me move this out the way for this guy. Someone left trash. This is another thing. Why you guys leave trash in a nice clean area? That doesn't make sense either. No, I do not. I do not make a living off YouTube. Nope. I make a living off my documentaries. That's why I need to start finishing my documentary. I need to finalize it and finish it up so I can publish it and get that going, because 2020 was supposed to be the year I was supposed to go to a film festival, but the pandemic happened. And then I decided to change the platform or holiday. But no, I do not make money off YouTube. My average revenue a month is $36. Why? YouTube has a problem with this channel. YouTube doesn't see this channel as educational, when it is. All I did was did educational videos about photography, tech reviews, and they just like shadow ban. It's called shadow ban. They shadow ban the channel, so you cannot see the. This is what happens also to David. Sometimes you don't see notifications, you don't see the videos for a couple of days, and then you're like, what? This video was posted 3 days ago, and now I get notifications? Oh wow, that's called shadow banning. And YouTube is good at doing that to a lot of channels. This is why I always have a beef with YouTube. This is why YouTube doesn't share my content like they're supposed to. Because I make videos about YouTube, explain the problems. If you look through my channel, you can see all the YouTube conversations in my studio. I'm at my desk, you see me in a live studio setup, talk about YouTube, how YouTube is disgusting, how they favorite certain creators and they don't care for other creators. So yeah, average revenue is like $36, $40 a month. So I gotta wait every 3 months to make $100, and that's nothing. Every 3 months, $100? Yeah. That's why I don't care for the monetization. I don't care. I just want to make the content. That's all. I just want to make the content. I don't care for the monetization, because YouTube is not going to give it to me. Because, like I said, blacks are being depressed in this country still, and it's not cool. And yes, there's other black YouTubers, but my content is strictly raw. It's not edited, it's not filtered, it's not pre-record. It is pre-recorded sometimes, but YouTube doesn't like it when it's raw and then it's verbal words being used. They don't like it. They never have. Well, back then they did, but now it's all about you gotta have the best editing, you gotta have the best music, you gotta have the best everything. What happened about sticking to the original content plan of making content from the heart? Not about money, not about being the biggest YouTuber. And sometimes these YouTubers, they feel like they're better than others, like what happened the other day. Support and help me after what happened to me. He tells me that I have to wait. Yeah, I have to wait until he meets me in person. Then he would share my link to my GoFundMe or the link to my video. Does that sound appropriate to you? From another YouTuber? Mind you, that he's making money off of homeless people. I'm not. He's the one that almost has 1 million subscribers, and I've been following him since I was like 3,000 subscriber, probably. Yeah, he makes money off of homeless people's stories. I don't. So for him to say that to me was, and mind you, I'm not the only one that said that. It was pretty much disrespectful. To tell me that I have to wait till he meets me at the end of November. Dude, about time you get here, the people would have answered for you already and gave me what I needed to get the hell out of here. This is why I can't follow YouTubers that make money off of homeless people and then they get away with it. And then the question is, do you support or you give that money or that revenue back to that person that you just made revenue off? Do you give it back? So I won't follow people. I refuse to. No, I'm not going to defamation and say the name of the channel. I'm not going to say his name because I don't care. It just shows you that he's not willing to do the research properly. Because he had that day to do the research to find out who I was. Because he said it himself in the text messages that I don't know who you are. I just started following you, but I've been following you since day one. Isn't that fair? That's not fair. Another YouTuber follows you, but you don't follow another YouTuber. That's why I stopped watching his content. Because I was like, wait, he's making money off of someone that they have to meet. Gotta wait to meet up. Then he shared because there's a lot of fraud going on GoFundMe and his live stream. Because I knew where to find him, and he's telling me no. So with that said, I don't need to. Like I told you, I don't need your help anymore. Have a good day. He knew why I said that, because what he said was totally disrespectful. No one should wait for help when they ask for it. Especially from a YouTuber that's actually talking about the subject. Literally talking about the subject of homelessness. Oh my panda. They twist it. Guys, I'm 41. I worked for the state of Wisconsin dealing with homeless as a receptionist, as an office manager, as an intake personnel, talking to individuals. I got 10 years of this shit under my belt. So I don't want to hear from this guy talking about, oh, you don't know, yes, I do. Because if that's the case, then have you ever worked for any state or city agency? Because I have. From Wisconsin to Portland to Seattle to Vancouver, all the way to California. Yes, I know who Rap is because Rap knows who I am. Oh, that's the guy you used to hang out with Ibrahim. Ibrahim Labark from Right to Survive. You think about that one, sir, before you start making judgment. But with that said, everyone, New York needs to change their attitude. Start treating people with a little bit more respect. Stop doing the dumb shit. Stop robbing people because you don't have it. But you're not. It's not that you're robbing people because you don't have it. You're robbing people because you know what I do? I talk about it. I make content. I make videos. If people want to support, people want to support. There's links for that. Why rob someone? Why ruin your life over one stupid mistake? Why? Quit it. There's plenty of women and men for you that can make you happy. If that doesn't make you happy, play a video game. If that doesn't make you happy, masturbate. If that doesn't make you happy, be a porn star. But don't rob people because you broke. Does that make sense? With that said, everyone, I'm Panda. This is real talk, and YouTube doesn't like it. CJ, like I said, YouTube shadow bans these videos all the time. But here's the twisted thing about YouTube. Guys, have you been watching my short videos? They call shorts. Well, YouTube loves to demonetize those videos, but still, they love to show people the videos. They love violence. Yeah, this is why I was talking about it on my YouTube the video the other day. Why is it that YouTube wants to show the violent stuff, but doesn't want to show the education stuff on my channel? Guys, I posted that on the day that I was getting robbed. And a Karen was attacking a family upstairs as they were waiting for tickets. Because there's a concert going on across the street at Madison Square Garden, and there's a line going all around the corner, all around these corners, right? And this Karen decides to pick on the parents and hits the father several times. I recorded that. Guess how many views I got? I got 680. 680 views. But my video before that only got, 23? But that was more educational. I don't get it. This is why I say the YouTube algorithm is just twisted. It's like it has a mind of its own. It's deviant. It's not. I really don't. It makes no sense to care for it. So with that said, everyone, I'm gonna grab me some food. Thank you, David, for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But I want a salad. Yeah, I'm about to go to the salad bar upstairs because there's a really good salad bar upstairs, and I hope they still open because I am starving. And walking around with my limp leg because I had surgery on my shin and my leg before, and it's not broken. I keep saying broken. It's fractured because my ligament in my knee is what's bothering me, but it's also causing muscle spasms in my lower back where my C2 and C1 is. So I thought about maybe find a chiropractor here, but oh my panda, the chiropractor's here overpriced. Literally, I could go back to Wisconsin and get a chiropractor for like $50 for like the 30-45 minute session. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. I'm gonna charge you $200 for a 30-minute, 45-minute section. Like, no. Rip off. With that said, everyone, you guys take care of yourselves. Eat, sleep, photography, true identity, finest. Be careful when you come to this city. Not everyone is in your favor. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video.